welcome to my channel. I'm Pete Morgan. You're watching my bouncing back save with Watford. We're in the Premiership. This is our second season, episode 17 I believe it is, believe it or not. Since you were with us for the West Ham 2-0 win, it hasn't been brilliant. Okay, we've lost at home 1-0 to Bournemouth right at the end of the game, 90th minute. They caught us on the break. We had played okay, but nothing like we could, and that's reflected in the fact that we've then gone away to Man United and played very, very well and come away with a 1-1 draw. So for the table, what does that mean? We've got 2 games left. Okay, we're sitting 16th. We're 4 points clear of 5 points clear of relegation, which, if my math is correct and the goal difference looks as good as it does, we need a point from 2 games. And the games we've got, which we're going to play both games on camera, is Brighton at home and Wolves away. Brighton are just above us in the league in 14th place. Okay, they've not had a great season, and Wolves are sitting 10th. We need some points. We need to do well. So I was hoping Braganca was going to be fit to play. He's not, so Pepelu's going to come in there and we'll swap him around with Bove. And that's all. Shall we leave it like that? Because Bove is better ball winning midfielder and it looks better on the Stars. They're playing in their position where they prefer to play. Let's give it a go in it. Let's give it a whirl. I'm used to Pepelu and Louza playing here together, but of course that was when we didn't have the Odin midfield player. So today's team then. I'm not making any more changes there. Vutsov in goal with Sterling, De Winter, McGuinness and Jaller, which has become our rock steady back 4. Pepelu, Louza and Bove are a midfield trio with Delap and Asprilla wide, with Camelo starting up front. Camelo's got a couple of goals. He had a lovely goal against Man United, got through on the break, beat the last man and lobbed it over the goalkeeper. Beautiful finish. So we're still struggling, as you can see, with some players with their morale. Okay, some are better than others. You'd expect it to be the same for all of them, but it isn't. We need a good performance today. It's our last home game. It would be nice to secure our place in the Premiership at home in front of our supporters. So we're going to go that little bit more extra, whatever you want to call it. We're going to blow a little bit more of the smoky stuff up the butts and try and get them going, telling them how good they are and how great they can be. So here we go. Big game. Biggest game, I'd argue, of the season. This game could leave us in the Premier. A good performance, a win in front of our own crowd, and we secure Premiership football for next season. Personally, I think we've got it anyway. I can't see Norwich catching us. I just can't see them. Sorry about that. I had somebody at the door so I had to shoot off, so it might be a bit jumpy for a moment. But yeah, going back to what we were talking about then, we need to win today. There's no two ways about it. We've got to get the points, wrap it up. We're playing really well. The Man United game proved that. It's just consistency at the moment, and we're dropping points now to, whereas before we had no hope against top teams, we're now sort of beating the teams that we should. We're beating the teams that we shouldn't, or getting results against the top teams, but we're throwing it all away against the bottom teams. So we've got that confidence and whatnot going on at the minute. We're going into games where we don't expect to get anything out of it, and we're playing with a little bit more freedom, and we're looking much better than what we do when we're playing against lower level teams. Don't get me wrong, Brighton, they're very good. They put us to the sword in the FA Cup, didn't they? They wiped the floor with us. I think it was 5-2, was it? Flattered us a little bit because they could have beaten us a lot more emphatically than that. And here we go then, we've got it through. Camelo, come on, and he's played a lovely ball into Asprilla, who's got the goal. He's curled that in wide of the defenders and the goalie. I think he used the defender in front of him there to block off the goalkeeper. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. And that's a lovely ball over the top. Camelo plays it into the middle, and look at that, Asprilla used the defender to pile it into the top corner. No one was getting near to that. Absolutely made up. 1-0, 30 minutes gone. So we can build on this now. We are shading it, believe it or not. Well, everything is in our favour. The shots on target, XG and possession. Absolute fantastic first half. And there you go, 1-0 first half. Let's have some more of that. So it's going to be a nice, easy halftime chat. We can assure our survival with a win here. Let's point the finger, give that a little bit of emphasis. And now Camelo's looking a little bit blah blah blah. I'm just going to blow a bit more of the whitey smoky stuff up the butts. Sergio Camelo's not interested. That's fine. He can come off if he's not happy. I'm going to have a revamp on my attacking players. Camelo dived in a little bit there, didn't he? That's what your halftime team talks can do sometimes. Let's try and get him to the hour anyway. So we're 1-0 up. Bit of a giveaway there, but we're going to pick up the loose ball, back up to Delap. Let's get it on the floor and play some football. That's what we're better at. And yes, we're talking Watford. And Camelo's about to try and prove me incorrect, and he has. Incorrect. Bit posh. Camelo gets a goal. Absolutely fantastic. Puts us 2-0 up. That gives me the option to come straight in with the praise and get the guys all fired up and all cylinders blazing. And what a lovely finish that was. Took it round the keeper and then slotted it in. Left footed finish. 2-0 on the day. Premiership survival is within our grasp. Come on. And that's Lamptey over the top. Oh, Jallert there. I thought he took it the wrong way when he cut back inside, but he was too clever for the Brighton player, and it's over the top again now for Camelo. He's never going to get there, but Delap makes something of it. Camelo, he's another one of those that wears his diving boots on the pitch, just can't get off the ground to save his life, and that's a giveaway again. And Lamptey has got the pace and the ability to punish us. Sarmiento plays a lovely ball in, and yeah, they've buried that one, haven't they, Brahim? 47 minutes gone and it's now 2-1. Disappointing bit of defending there. We were very slack up in the middle, in the halfway line, middle of the pitch. Some sloppy pass. For some reason we play it in the air to our tallest guys and play it on the play it in the air to our shortest guys and play it on the floor to our tallest ones. So yeah, there's a little bit of common sense needed at times. 56 minutes gone. Overall, we're looking good. Camelo's really come out after being upset at half-time. He's really come out and making a difference, or trying to. So I must remember to make the substitutions. I've been really slack with them in the last half a dozen games, missing the chances to bring players on and rest players. So Delap needs to come off. That's going to be Dolan. Walmart's going to come on for Asprilla. Luz is coming off. That's going to be Bracanca. I know he's carrying an injury, but he wants to play there, and Pepelu then can come up front. So that's fine. Now it gets difficult because I really want to rest. So De Winter's nervous. Let's get Zacco on. He's a youngster, got the world at his feet. Let's see if he can step up and show us how good he scored on his debut. He's had a couple of uneventful games since coming on. Camelo needs to come off. He's absolutely out on his feet. He's picked up an injury straight away. De La Fuente gets a go. And that's it, guys. We see it through now. 2-1 is enough to secure Premiership survival. 86 minutes in. Come on, you Hornets. Let's keep this going. So they're going long ball down a wing. This is a worry. We're not there. We're meant to be defending wide. Would you believe? McGuinness to Bove. Now, Bove, can he do something with this? To Sterling. Sterling looking for the player out wide. He's played a lovely little chip ball forward over the defence. Picks up the return ball from Wellmart. Plays it in. Plays it in. No. He's going to do a little bit of dancing there. He must have a bit of Brazilian blood. Bove to Wellmart, and Wellmart wasn't even looking at that, was he? Didn't know it was coming. Now we've picked it up. Jeller again to Dolan, who's been to Miguel, and Miguel's made it 3-1. I'm chilled. I'm chilled. I'm chilled. 3-1. Premiership survival. Decision goal awarded. Never in doubt, mate. Never in doubt. Lovely bit of play by Jeller. Lovely ball out to Dolan. Plays first time ball into Miguel, and that guy's worth his weight in gold, I tell you. He's scored so many important goals for us, but he doesn't do it week in, week out, unless it's a game like today. So he misses all the chances in the world the rest of the week, and we're 3-1. We've secured we've secured Premiership survival. It didn't look like we were going to. I honestly thought I was getting a sack. I'd been pulled in front of the board 2 or 3 times. I honestly thought this save was going to fall on its arse. I really did. Excuse my language there. We're 16th, 42 points. 40 being the magic mark, I guess, that everybody says. Depending on the Everton result, we could actually finish well clear of relegation. So, we'll be back in a minute for the final game away at Wolves. So while we've been gone, Delap signed a new 5-year contract with the club, which is good. He's one for the future. Fans are happy, I'm happy. Camelo's still injured. He's cost me, no wonder he was smiling at the end of the last game. It cost me 1.1 million. I had to pay Real Madrid £1 million because we secured Premiership football for next season, and I had to pay him £100,000 because he scored more than 10 goals. On a positive side, one of my players, I can't remember his name, he never featured for us at all, went to Aberdeen, I got £250,000 back because he secured European football with Aberdeen. So not all bad, but I'd rather it had been the other way round, if I'm honest. So the team today then, Vutsov in goal. Okay, Sterling, De Winter, McGuinness and Geller across the back with Papello, Luza and Bove. That's going to change because Brakanka is now fit, so he can go in there, and we keep Pepelu back for any changes that we might need to make. Delap and Asprilla wide players with De La Fuente filling in for the injured Camelo up front. Comes to some, Asprilla wants to leave, disappointing. I don't want to lose him. Everton have come back in and offered 40 million. I've turned that down, so we'll wait and see what develops over the close season. We're going to try and play today's game as quick as we can because I want to do the season review before next season, if that makes sense, which it should, because it does make sense. So yeah, that's where we're at. This is a nothing game really. I don't need to be playing it, and I might edit it drastically just for the goals or whatever afterwards, depending on how long the video is. But yeah, we need to win today. No, we don't. It's the first time this season I can honestly say we don't need to win. I'm hoping we will. It'd be nice to finish off with a victory. For some reason I thought that was us, but it was them, and Adama Traore has scored a lovely goal at the back post in 1 minute and 28 seconds. Not the best defending, is it, guys? Let's be honest. Why do I not? There it is. So I'm going to skip the replays because I want to try and keep, the season's finished really. This is just one of those games. So Vutsov to De Winter. Now, can he do something with this? McGuinness, we're building from the back now. Have you noticed? Maybe that's not the right idea because they've picked us off. Walter Peters, and that's a beautiful volley clear by De Winter to Miguel. Miguel had the ball up. Loser now over the top for Asprilla. He's got the pace here. Can he get there first? He has, but he can't. But he couldn't control the ball, and Wolves have cleared it up. And I'm having a few problems with my electronics this morning. I'm not sure why. And that's through. He's offside, so that doesn't matter. Offside a country mile. Come on. So we tried to encourage, we've tried to do so much while this was all going wrong. I think I ended up shutting the video down rather than stopping the match, but that's okay because it doesn't matter if we miss too much. So Walker Peters again, Tagana, Fernando, they're playing through us with ease, which is a bit of a worry. Cracking save by the keeper. I'm not going to demand more, I'm going to encourage the guys. Come on guys. Brighton are 2-1 up, don't matter. None of it matters anymore. It's just nice. Vutsov, cracking save. He's been a revelation. I'm glad I took the punt when we couldn't get him a work permit to sign him and send him out on loan, because I could see how good a keeper he was. And yeah, he's really, I wouldn't say single-handedly, but he has had a big part to play in turning our season around. I mean, I thought Trafford was going to be the boy to do it, but I think youth, for some reason, has played on that. But it's all come good at the end. It's been one of the toughest seasons I've played. If I hadn't been doing it on YouTube, I think I'd have jacked the season halfway through. If it had just been a personal save, I think I'd have given up. But because of YouTube, I've had to stick with it and look stupid at times, I admit. And probably I have done some stupid things with the save at times. Haven't done the best, and that's an equaliser 1-1. Haven't been the best in the transfer market. We have to blame my scouts for that because they're the guys that bring the players to me, and the players are either hugely overpriced for my budget or run-of-the-mill players. They're all decent Premier players, so we are a decent side going on that, but of course we need some, and I thought that was, yeah, we do need to look at now maybe a bit tighter in the transfer market and look at getting players that can actually come and make a difference for us. We need a worldy winger, a worldy midfield player. I think we got a worldy goalkeeper, if I'm honest. We maybe need a worldy striker, somebody that's going to get us 30 goals a season. That's what we're lacking at the moment. We're just not we're not punishing teams when we get the chance. We're getting goals here and there, but we're not scoring lots of goals, and I need that 30 goal. I say it in all my saves. If you've got a 30 goal a season striker, you're in with a shout of winning things. We don't have that. My top scorer is what? 14 goals, and there's Miguel through. Oh, and that tells me everything. The number of shots we have that are going in, but they're that under it that the opposition are able to get back and clear them. you wouldn't believe. We've probably had more like that than we've scored this season, honestly. It's most games we get 1 or 2, and in some games 3 and 4 where we're through 1-on-1 and we still don't hit it hard enough to score, and a defender comes through and then we just stand and watch it and a defender comes and oops it clear. So we're at 75, got to make substitutions again. This is waffling on. That's because the pressure's off and we can relax. De La Fuente's gonna stay on because I forgot my other goalie, my other striker is injured. I'm gonna give Zacko a go up front, in the midfield rather. He is a midfield player, and I'm going to get Lomanko on for McGuinness. Last game of the season, give him a run out. I was tempted to play Okoye today, but he will be leaving us. So here's Dolan. Dolan, who's playing a lot better second half of the season. He's coming right the way through, and saved by the keeper there. Oh, it's doing my head in, this electronic stuff. Don't know why it's doing it. And we're into 80 minutes. Come on, hold up until 80 minutes. I can hear pinging going on in my ears non-stop from something that's happening with my camera. Not sure what it is. It's an iPhone, not a camera. Well, it is a camera because it's got a camera. And we're through. Oh! The youngster was through there. His eyes lit up. He looks very Jude Bellingham-ish, doesn't he? Let's hope he's going to develop into one for sure. And I'll be happy with the draw here. This is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. 1-1 away at Wolves. We finished the season unbeaten in our last couple of games. Very satisfying result. League table is that we finished 16th. Okay, Norwich didn't stay up. Everton almost went down. Oh, that would have been sweet. And in the end, we were quite comfortable. 5 points clear of relegation. I'll be back in a minute for the end of season review. The board have set the initial budgets. We've got 1.2 million per week on wages and 48.65 million transfer budget, which is a bit of a worry because we've only got just over 9 million in bank. We're in debt. We've got quite a bit going on, so we do need to do that. I have asked for a new contract, okay, so we do need to clear that debt is what I was trying to say before I jumped onto the contract bit. So I've got a new contract, or been offered a new contract, and here we go then, end of season review. This should be interesting reading. I can't imagine there's a lot gone on. Signing of the season, without any doubt whatsoever, Svetoslav Vustov came in bottom of the league, and his performances have helped us. 7.07. He's the only one of the new arrivals that has hit the ground running with green. Okay, Zacko, youngster, brought in as a kiddie for the future. He's 20 years old now. He played absolutely brilliant. He really did. Camelo, disappointing. 11 goals, although 17 goal involvements for 17 starts. Doesn't tell the old story because he didn't come across as being that good. Mark McGuinness, brought in at the back. 40 appearances. He's been in the team non-stop really since we signed him. He's chipped in with 3 goals and 1 assist. He did shore up the back for us, definitely. Daniel Braganca, I thought he was a good sign-in. Disappointed with this guy. Okay, he didn't get many starts. When he did, he didn't play very well. Then he played 2 to complete with a promise. And yeah, De Winter, I thought he made a big difference when he came in. He's played the last 16 games of the season. Sterling did okay. Nothing to write home about. Jeller, Decker and Lomanko are all players. Monaco are all players for the future. Transfers out then. Suriata's gone. We've got rid of quite a few. None of these. Ismail Sarr, didn't really want to lose him, but he's gone. Kayembe, he wasn't good enough. Ben Hammer, he wasn't good enough. That was a veteran goalkeeper, wasn't it? And then we've got Pussetto there. He's gone this in January. Not great. I mean, they're against it, but he wasn't any good. Got absolutely ton of guys out on loan. Svetsov was on loan at the start of the season for the first 20 games, okay. So he's had a good season. He played well enough to get into the international setup. He's now got, 13 cap, so he didn't have any, which was why he couldn't get a work permit. He's now their number 1 and he's playing week in, week out. And a few of these guys, they're on loan but with options to buy, so I'm hoping a lot of these go. The only one I'm hoping is going to come back and grow up a bit is Tommy Doyle. Don't want to lose him. Season results then, wasn't the best of seasons, was it? They're pleased that we stayed up. I mean, look at this first half of the season, guys. I mean, God, we were in, what was that, October? before we got our first, end of October, before we picked up our first win, and then we didn't win again until beginning of December. So we had a couple of quick wins, I guess, there. But then after Christmas, when the new guy signed here in January, it's really picked up, and we picked up quite a few wins second half of the season towards the end, so well happy with that. FA Cup, bit of a non-runner. We had a bit of a won the first game, lost the second game to Brighton and Hove Albion, and then Carabao Cup again, we beat easy opposition and lost to Leicester. That's fine, we weren't after cups this season, and we're not really after cups next season. We're after consolidating our position in the league. We definitely don't want to be in a relegation battle next year. So biggest win for Watford, 7-0 against West Brom. That set us up, that sort of balanced the 9-0 defeat we had against Crystal Palace. 3-0 draw away at Watford was a fantastic result. Losing 2-1 at home to Norwich, disappointing. That was Walmart's free kick, if you remember, from the D on the 18-yard box. Absolutely fantastic. Club reputation then stayed about the same. It may improve a little bit. No new sponsorship deals. We know that'll come at the start of next season. So we did improve our sponsorship. We did improve which we should offer in the Premiership. We lost out on corporate facilities and hospitality. I suppose people didn't want to come and watch us. We were that poor first half of the season. Competition prize money, that's for finishing 16th in the Premier. Okay, so we need to definitely be looking top 10. Matchday commercial retail took a bit of a hit because, again, you're not going to go watch a team that's losing. And I did say last season when we were challenging for the Championship, we weren't ready to come up, and I would have rather stayed another season in the Championship, winning games, filling the ground week in, week out, making money. And unfortunately we haven't done that in the Premier this season. So the team, Gustav in goal, Gellert, McGuinness, Winter, Decker, sounds familiar, doesn't it? Brianka, Bove, Pepelu, Delap, Esprilla and Camelo. Pretty much the starting lineup once we started winning and we'd found our best 11 at this level. Wouldn't say they're the best players at the club, but they were the best players at this level. Awards, surprise surprise, didn't win anything. Fans Players of the Year was Esprilla, no wonder about that, 20-year-old wonder kid. I really don't want to lose him. Okay, young player of the season, fans player of the season, signing of the season, as I said, even though we didn't have a work permit for him, was Futsov. Patrick Velmart with the goal of the season, which was that free kick, which sums up our season really. If you think that free kick was not only, it was second in goal of the month, but it was our goal of the season. Esprilla top goal scorer with 13, nowhere near enough. That's 20 goals light. Most assists, Esprilla with 10. Most player of the match awards, Esprilla with 3. Highest average ratings, Esprilla. Most passes, another centre half. You know what I think about that, guys. So basically this suggests that Esprilla is a one-man team. It's why he wants to go and play in a stronger squad. I don't blame him. Dynamic manager timeline, not really any interest in this at all. Okay, there's nothing to brag about on there, and it's not about me, it's about Watford. So that's what we're looking for. So we're going to get a new contract offered us. Okay, we've done a season review, performance analyst, our attacking and defensive performances, because that we're generally okay defensively and good in attack. We were very wishy-washy defensively at the start of the season, so the changes in the mid-season made a difference. So they're disappointed we didn't play direct football. I've never played direct football in my life, so you know they need to grow a pair and agree on the new contract. End of season team meeting, discuss plans for next season. I better have a look, see what they want. Work with play defensive, attempt to avoid relegation again. Discuss plans for next season. I think we're in good position to avoid a relegation battle. I really do. I don't care about the ones that don't agree with it, because we are. That's exactly the reaction. Once you will return, thank you everyone. I'll see you for the start of next season. All smiley faces. I don't want a relegation battle next season. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It costs you absolutely nothing. And we'll see you next time. You take care.